make sure we remember what we practiced yesterday. Okay? Look sharp. Make sure you get something. March out. Walk around and make it walk up on stage.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. United States Army is Drill Sergeant Langdon. Drill Sergeant Langdon of Alpha Company, 1st 222nd Aviation Regiment.
Sergeant Major Beddoe, Sergeant Hall, Sergeant Scott, friends, family, soldiers, good morning, Class 897. I prepared a speech to typify your excellence, your passing of the 68th course here at Fort Eustis, Virginia. But I'm going to deviate slightly from that. What I tell my soldiers is to strive, no matter what's in front of you, to strive for the best. 5 months and 29 days in the wait. It's going to be a long time. You met the challenge in this demanding course. You took that knowledge and built upon it. Always use a TM when working on the aircraft. And remember safety first. Set example in all you do. Another thing too, I strive for education. Can't take away from education at all.
Drill Sergeant Langdon will now present the diplomas and awards. The distinguished graduate receives this distinction by obtaining high academic averages and maintaining high overall performance levels. The distinguished graduate for Class 897 is Private Dwyer. He will receive a Certificate of Achievement from the United States Army Aviation Logistics School, Assistant Commandant, signed by Colonel Hoppies, and a Certificate of Achievement from the Department of Aviation Trades and Training, signed by Lieutenant Colonel Bernard, and a Distinguished Graduate Diploma. Private Aldrich will pin on the coveted aviation wings. Sergeant Major Foscue will now present Private Dwyer with a Eustis coin.
Sergeant Major Beddoe, Sergeant Major Hall, Sergeant Hall, Sergeant Scott, guests, NCOs, soldiers, class. Again, I found myself this morning up here performing a step of excellence. Is this the first coin you have received?
Yes.
Okay. Before we go any further, I would like to explain to the guests and the audience exactly what this coin signifies. This is the Sergeant Major's coin for the school. This is the first time we've had these done for the school. You do know that this is the Army's Aviation Logistics School. There is not another Army Aviation Logistics School in the Army anywhere. So therefore, that the standard has been set here is the standard we maintain. Now, as your drill sergeant just said, you guys, and I did about 29 years ago, I used to yell 14 days and I wake up. But see, when I was moving for my AIT, I was going to Vietnam. Okay? You guys are going to all kinds of places. You know, I mean, you just more or less just going to have a good time. But the time frame has just begun to come online. So there's no more 14 days in the wake up. Now you can say that, how long have you been on it?
About 6 months.
29 years and 6 months in the wake up. Okay, because you have just chipped away part of your, number one, your NCOS structure, and also part of the things you got to do. If you're sitting there as a United States Army soldier and do not have plans to do 30 years in the service, then you're probably sitting there for no reason. So we know it's going to take place. Okay? So as I say, you need to understand. Now, with this coin, do not let it get tarnished. You notice that it's bronze in color. Now, the only way that it would punish is that you do not maintain the standard that you have set to standing here this morning and listen to this conversation in the face of all these witnesses. All right? Okay, there's a bunch of witnesses that more or less will be able to help me to make sure you do what you're going to do. Now, this is how it works. Once I give you this coin for exceeding the standard, whenever you see me, you know, can always have this coin on your person. All right? Now, if you approach me and say, retired Sergeant Major Flosky, I remember you from 1997. Okay? Where is your coin? And I'm going to show you my coin. Okay? Now, so since I'm able to show you my coin, you're in trouble. Because you challenged me. If I challenge you and you show me your coin, then I'm in trouble. So you can say, old man, give me about 200 push-ups. And at that age, wherever it may be, I got to give you 200 push-ups. And I'm going to say, young man, rub your dead before me. All right? Not a problem. So you take this and you understand what you just done by being the academic undergraduate has indicated that your instructors have taught you a skill you was able to comprehend by maintaining an academic average to be normal rated. You have got to maintain the standard wherever you may go. Okay. Those things on the wall there, the little aircraft, you make a mistake and you're in trouble. So you understand that? Yes. Good luck. Good try.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished graduate of Class 897. At the United States Army Logistics School, we have the privilege of training in Private Stone's wings will be pinned on by Specialist Quinones. Private Holloway. Private Holloway's wings will also be pinned on by Specialist Quinones. Distinguished guests and visitors, the graduates of Class 897. I will now say a few words.
Good morning, Sergeant Major Foster, Sergeant Major Fidel, Sergeant Hall, Sergeant Scott, distinguished guests and visitors, it's my class, 897. It's been a long 4 months, but it is finally over. Even though we've only been here a short period of time, it felt like it would never end. I have to say, I consider myself lucky and fortunate to be in a class with such a knowledgeable class of the aviation field. Class 897 had 3 NCOs with previous aviation experience: Staff Sergeant McGrath, Staff Sergeant Reed, and Sergeant Goodwin.